All right. Back in the house tonight. Saturday night. All right. Regularity City. We're in the house. Episode -5. Yeah, and
yeah.
Clifton's in the house.
Saturday evening.
Saturday evening, yeah. All right.
That's cool, Saturday.
I got Clifton Dukes in the house.
You feel me? What's going down?
Yeah.
Drop a couple of bars.
Yeah.
Like rap stars.
Right. Yeah, Clifton is a great rapper. Also my roommate. So yeah. And he's got a lot of stuff. He's in the works right now and ready to get going, and he's about to release some stuff. He's got some videos coming and a video out and this and that. We've got a song that's gonna drop, and he's also my roommate, right? So we've been living together for 3 years, right?
Yep, about to be ex-roommate, about to be on the last month.
We're on the last month of like a 3-year adventure, and it's going smooth, I think, right? It's been
Everything was straight.
Yeah, it's been smooth roommate situation and here in Austin, and we're both ready to sort of venture out into like a new realm and take on some new adventures. And so I've discussed
earlier
on the show, I'm going nomadic.
So it's okay if I turn that fan just so I could smoke.
Oh yeah, it's gonna burn a little bit, blaze a little bit. Yeah, we could turn the fan. Yeah,
I can turn it.
Turn it off. But yeah, so I'm gonna be going nomadic and travel around and just try to just do different things here and there. We'll see what happens. It's kind of open ended, but plan on keeping recording some shows and whatnot. And Clifton's got his own ideas, his own adventure. What are you planning on doing when you leave? Or when you when we leave, I guess. We got 1 month. It's July. What is it? It's almost July. It's the end of June right now. We're out at the end of July.
Yeah, so we got pretty much exactly one month. I mean, well, you already know. I mean, I'm going to Houston. I mean, the biggest issue was trying to set up a game plan and figure out what I was going to do, because when I came to Austin, I had a game plan. I moved, just to give a little backstory on myself, I moved from San Antonio to Austin. What was that, back in like 2013, to further pursue, my music career. And, I was lucky enough, with the job at the time I was working. I am still working. So I work at home. I work remotely, on the go. So, I'm blessed enough to be able to move around. So, the plan was for me to come down to Austin and, of course, do my thing with the music and start doing a lot of live shows and all that. But, and I did that, that was a nice little run. And then I was about to pick it up again, but with the corona situation and everything going on, everything's locked down, and it just seems like a good opportunity, like we were discussing, to get ready to move around and branch out. So
switch it up.
So yeah, that was the plan. And with doing that, I don't know, I got fam there and they ready for me to move there, but I just got to have a full plan, and I just can't move just to be moving somewhere and just sitting there. So I got to have a whole plan before I get there, which is kind of, which something we'll touch bases on with your whole GTL thing that you kind of put me on and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
Well, what about the music? When are you trying to release an album, right?
Yeah. So I got the project coming pretty soon. So we'll see. There's no specific date on that, which is the good part about it. I'm trying to be real flexible this time around. I mean, before, when I was doing shit, I was so tight with dates and when I was going to do everything. So this time around, I'm just real more flexible. So, I mean, there's no specific date. I mean, if I was going to put a date on it, I'd probably say, realistically, probably within the next like 2 months, at least, because I want to get something out there.
Everything is, it's good that you're hustling, I'm hustling right now in a time like this, because everything's so open-ended. It's almost like you can't really decide when to kind of make your plan, put the plan in effect exactly. Yeah. You kind of have the plan going, but as far as like little, benchmark, dates for release and stuff, it's tricky with this whole situation, because doing shows and promoting it like that and this and that. But it's a good time to work and hustle, and that's one of the reasons I got the show going. And I've been trying to get back into some music, and we have a song we did for my album. I got the album Dog Fingers coming up. It's coming up in December, and a lot of good producers on that. Click Clack and No One Important, and I got features on there, and we got a whole good thing. Hades right now, my producer, he's mixing it and mastering it together, and and Frank's on there, Frank P, and we got Tone on there, Tone of the Cosmos. I think he's on that one. He might not be on that, but he'll be on Dogfingers 2. I have Dogfingers 1 and then Dogfingers 2, and they're both winter albums.
Motherfucking Dog Fingers.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like the fingers of a dog, like an animal. And yeah, the cover's wild because the cover's actual a dog, and he has the fingers of a human, of a man. You know,
shit's crazy.
But anyway, so yeah, you've got that working, and
hell yeah.
you just dropped, or not that you were featured on a video recently, right?
Yeah, I was featured on a video with Chuck. Chuck
Days, yeah.
Days does. I'm always confused on how to spell the last part, but yeah, Chuck Days.
Yeah,
that's the homie, man. Been knowing him for a lot of years, so, and he's been doing a big thing. He got a wave going. He dropped a bunch of videos, a whole string of videos. I want to say it's like 7 of them, maybe more, like 9 or some crazy shit like that within the last year or more, with a bunch of random artists from Austin specifically that came, from the Spider House movement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was real big. So yeah, I was lucky enough to get on that, especially right before I'm about to get ready to move. So yeah, it came out dope.
I like that video came out clean. Yeah. And that's where, so that he's referring to the Spider House open mic, or the AMX, right? Like this sort of weekly open mic event in Austin. That's where I first saw you. I think I saw him rapping or freestyling, and he was from out of town, I guess. And I was like, wow, he could really freestyle, because Cliff's like a freestyle genius, and we've freestyled some late nights here sometimes, especially back when I was smoking a little bit more and drinking a little bit more.
When you first moved in, we had a nice
like a late night freestyle sessions, because dope. Cliff is the type that will just go off. He could just you could go forever, I bet, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get a freestyle session in like in another episode or something, but yeah. So up at AMX at Spider House, that was a whole kind of movement where a lot of Austin artists got to collectively come together and link up. And speaking of which, Rhymer Man Devin, who I was supposed to interview today, we might make that happen next week. I met Rhymer Man up there, so he might come on the episode just because we want to talk about different things and stuff. But anyways, yeah. So you had that video, and then you have just other stuff coming up that you've been working on.
Yeah. So I got a single project about to drop, Big Dog. That's gonna drop actually this weekend. I'm gonna drop the audio for that, and then the video's probably gonna drop in about another week or so. So that's just gonna be super lit. So yeah, that's gonna be the first single. Next one that's probably gonna drop off of that is gonna be Distant as Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's another banger. So yeah, I mean the tape's gonna be crazy. When the tape comes out, it's gonna be good. So I mean, if you are listening to this, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, you want to check it out, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, and they find you Clifton Dukes on
Clifton Dukes everywhere, just Instagram and YouTube,
Yeah, I remember because you had changed your name, and I remember when I was at a party, and I was like, you were like, Clifton Dukes now or whatever, and I was like, that's a tight name. How'd you come up with that? Yeah, you're like, that's my name.
Yeah, I was like, that's my name, bro.
Yeah, because you used to go by a different name.
Yeah. But yeah, so Clifton Dukes.
And I'm going by Robert Evans now, and you're like, and the other day he was like, oh, Robert Evans. Oh, that's kind of lit. And I was like, yeah, that's my name. I just flipped it. I kind of flipped my name around because my middle name is Roberts and my first name's Evan, but I go by Robert Evans. But yeah, that's tight. And then, so you have that coming, and you got our song. Let's break that out. You want to do a little
drop that? Yeah, I want to hear that again.
Yeah, this is a cool song. It's called
Catch the Vibes.
South Point. Yeah, Catch the Vibes. South Point Prayers, and I just got Glory Gold and Glitter. All right, he just did a little graphic design for the single. We're gonna put the single out soon, and we're thinking about shooting a video. So we're trying to see if that will work. But let's see what we got here. I'll pull that up later. My bad. But yeah, we have a single coming, Point South Prayers, and he's got his stuff coming. And then, so one other thing we did was I didn't have you. I was going to acting classes, and you came through to acting. So you started dabbling. He's a multi-talented man. He could sing too. What's up with the singing? Is that on the low? He's got a whole R&B categories. I see him working on sometimes. I'll catch him working on something smooth. Sometimes I'll be in the kitchen and I'll just hear something real smooth, or I'm like, wow, he's got he's making like some smooth stuff too.
Yeah, that's definitely on the low, man. You weren't supposed to say nothing about that. No, I'm just joking. No, it's definitely something, a vibe that I'm working on.
It's
and,
like a little bit of a different lane, a different kind of concept. Yeah.
And it's so funny when I bring it up to people. They're like, "Oh, okay," but it's in my mind. It's like I do say it too. It's like I'm gonna get it though. Like I be looking at them like that's okay. Like you laugh at it now, but I'm gonna get it. Like it's gonna hit eventually, and when it hit, that's when I'm just gonna be.
They won't be laughing then.
Nah. So yeah, it's coming along. Just every once in a while, like the way I do it too is just like I don't do it all the time, but just like I mean, I sing it
when it hits you, when you're
like
feeling it.
I don't even like to be like saying I'm singing. I just be like I'm harmonizing or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
But like I just be like doing that when I'm freestyling, and then whatever it hits me, that's when I'll just drop a song. Like if it's something I can hold a note to, then I'm just gonna drop a song, and then I feel like just through that process, I've been kind of like building the voice a little bit more, and you could just hold a few more notes here and there. Like I noticed it the other night. I was working on some shit, and I was laughing to myself because I was like, I could actually hold a couple of notes now. That shit kind of funny. So yeah.
And then that even like circulates back to rhyming and stuff because you're just expanding the talent stack. Really, the skills the skills are increasing just from changing the range up and switching it around.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like, singing and rapping, I mean, it's not too different than, like, you just singing. You know what I'm saying? You singing it instead of talking it. So I feel like that's really the only thing, like, that's really separate. When I listen to R&B songs and the way they put together, and I'm like, I mean, if I was able to sing, I could definitely write some R&B songs. So, fuck it. I'm just going to start singing. And in my mind, I'm never going to get to the point where I'm really, like, hardcore singing either. I'm just going to be, like, it's going to be on some, like, smooth, just, like.
That's why I said smooth. It's almost more of just a vibe.
Yeah,
like, it's almost.
Vibe. Yeah, that shit's lit. Like, yeah,
instrumental in a sense.
I want to keep it like that. I don't want to get too singy with it. I want that shit to be, like, just a nice, smooth vibe. So, yeah, like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, that's just still cooking up. And you got to still, like you said, one thing that I learned from you, one of many things, is you got to keep on building the skills. You got to keep on. You don't know where it's going to take you. You just got to keep on building them skills.
Yeah.
And wherever it take you is, you know what I'm saying, where it take you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and that's one thing I had learned from Scott Adams, and he was talking about sort of a way for success is systems over goals and then stacking skills, like skill stacking. So that's like an important thing for everybody, I think, and I want to get into that later in more shows. But the more skills you can just accumulate that correlate with each other and allow you to sort of, you have one thing you're doing, you get a new skill, and it accumulates exponentially. So I'm big on expanding that. So that's why I had sort of getting into the acting and stuff. And you came to some acting classes, right? What, a couple?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
No, that shit was lit, man.
Because he was good. He was like a natural. He was killing it. Our teacher, we had a real dope Austin lady, this real experienced teacher, and Mona Lee Foltz, and he was killing it in class. And she liked him.
Yeah. I was really like I said, I've been waiting. Or I want to say I've been wanting ever since I was little
to act. Yeah. Well, how do you feel about it now?
I feel like it's something I could definitely do. I just
you
feel
still
like
have it on your mind that you might experiment with it.
I mean, not even that. I'm definitely gonna approach it full heartedly and do that shit 100%. You know what I'm saying? It's just I got to do what I wanted to do with the music first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the focus right now.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely needs to be completed, and I can't really move forward until I complete that task. But I feel like you said, everything gonna work out how it need to work out. And
it can hit when it hits, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a good transition if I can, do a little bit of this music and kind of get somewhere with it, and then start transitioning into doing the movies and all that as I start getting, more older. So I mean that's just gonna be that's really where I want to go with it. So. And I mean, it's just certain things I gotta get. Like, you already know. There's still things I gotta work on. Like, I mean, I was definitely a little bit of a natural at it, but there's still things I gotta work on with.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say too. I was gonna ask you because this is one thing I have been thinking about it. Have you always been good at rapping?
I don't think anybody could say they always been good at rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta start
did you have
a knack for it? Yeah. Well, okay. So what's funny about that, bro? Okay, it's so funny that you say that, right? It's so funny that you say that. So I'm gonna tell you a story, man, that I've only told a few people, man.
Lay it on me.
It's so funny. Okay, so and like I feel like you're gonna understand this way of thinking too, right? So I was a little ass kid, man. I was like, and I mean little, like 6. You feel me? And like I could dance really good. You feel me? So like, coming out of the cage, like as soon as like soon as like 2 years old, like you know what I'm saying. As soon as I could walk, I could dance. I promise. Like somebody show me a dance, boom, I'd be like, all right, do that shit just like that. You know what I'm saying? And like they used to be like, damn, like when I was little, they used to be like, how you do that shit? And I used to be like, I just like when I was little, I'd be like, whatever, you show me how to do the dance, right? So like certain things with rhythm, like with a beat, I knew like that wasn't nothing to me. You feel me?
It was natural.
So, So when I first seen rapping, like when I first really seen it and heard it as a little kid, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like as a little ass kid, bro, I promise you, like at 6, 7 years old, I knew it, bro. I was like, man, I could do that shit.
And that's what I'm getting at, because I'm not saying that you were as good as you are now by any means, but did you have I bet you had a knack for it. And this is why I'm getting at it, because I almost see like in acting class, you were killing it right off the bat because you came in with not really experience.
Yeah.
And then when we had moved to the camera scene, because in acting class, you just get a partner and you work out scenes in the class, and it's all dope. And you kind of hit it right off the bat. And I think you felt excited, and I could see it like, wow, because you were killing it. And then when we moved to the next class was on camera, and you're learning kind of the difference between the camera takes and all this. And it was real different for me too. And I remember you were kind of down on yourself just because it was, I almost felt like you got discouraged because you weren't so immediately good at it. And so I was wondering if that's like a characteristic of you, of like, like almost because if you're so good at rhythm and rap naturally, I wonder, and sometimes you talk about being in a comfort zone, whether it be with work or doing this and that. And I know you're breaking out of some of that. I'm breaking out of some of mine, but I just wonder about that, like as far as like if something doesn't, because it almost seemed like you got discouraged when it was a little bit, maybe you didn't feel like you were as good as you could have been.
Nah. So like, not at all. Yeah, like I'm one that like if it's something I want to do, or like if like for example like with acting or even with dancing or whatever, if it's something that I notice I'm a little bit like naturally good at, I'm gonna put in the time and effort like as if I was trash at it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? To really perfect the craft. But so yeah, no, it definitely was, being in that class definitely was, of course, discouraging me a little bit to like, not get it right away, because it's just frustrating. You feel me? Because I like you said, like I want to do good, and it's just like, because
you were doing kind of super good in the regular class, like the regular scene work, just, like, and then it was a 180.
Me. Like like it halted me tough. Which no, I'm not tripping on. Like it was definitely like, and I knew it was gonna be something. You know what I mean? Like it was just a matter of figuring out where I was going to get stuck. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be something in that I wasn't going to be good at. So I wasn't pressed off of that. I feel like in anything, even with rap, even with dancing, you're going to hit a point at, where you know what I mean? You're going to have difficulty at something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're naturally good at it. But so I wasn't worried about that. But also, I was dealing with my pops at the time. So that was like a whole lot of, I'm sure. You know what I mean? It just... Man, it was so hard to deal with what I was going through from the class. You know what I mean? Like that's what was killing me. Like it was just hard trying to just deal with the stuff from the class, and then I'm dealing with my pops. I didn't really have time to focus on that. So really, it was a mixture of all that. That
makes sense.
That was kind of messing me up, and then my music, like that was messing me up too. It's like I'm not even doing music at the time, so that was killing me, and I knew I kind of had to be progressing that. So it was a little bit of mixture of that too. So yeah, all of that kind of, but nah, it's definitely something that I'm gonna approach full-heartedly, and I want to get an acting coach, and that's gonna be the main thing that I know I need to work on is my camera work. Like it's not really necessarily the acting in the lines; it's my actual camera work.
You have the natural kind of for just the showmanship of it.
And I feel like performing, right? So the first time, like rapping. Okay, so let's just, I'm kind of naturally good at rapping, right? But performing, I was not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say, to some degree I can perform, good, whatever. But you know how it is, trying to connect both dots at the beginning, like trying to connect rapping and performing and doing everything that's involved at one time and looking at people and doing this. When you're first on stage and then you're all nervous and all that. So trying to connect all those dots, it takes a while. So when I first started performing, I didn't think my performances were good at all. And then seeing a person like Frank P, you know what I'm saying,
who owns it, just kills
you know what I
it.
mean? And
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
energy.
oh my God, you know what I mean? So, and that was a gap, you feel me? The rapping part I was down, but I knew the performance, just like my on-camera performance, you know what I'm saying, needed a lot of work. So I look at it the exact same way. When I wasn't good on camera, it just reminded me of, like, it's the same thing I had to go through to get good on stage. You know what I mean?
And which is cool, because then you get to kind of have a new thing to tackle. And like I said, like, that was one reason, and you get into that, into the acting, and it's going to help you, like, on your performance, you know, your rap performance and all that kind of stuff, and on stage. So that's just that sort of stacking skills or whatever.
Hell yeah,
but,
hell yeah. And then, another thing where I feel like it came into play is when we shot the video. You know what I'm saying? When I shot my last video.
Yeah, that's true.
I could definitely, little subtle things, like just playing in, I don't want to say playing in your character, because you're supposed to be yourself, but just playing into the moment.
But it's a different kind of performance. I guess because I helped them. I helped them with the video too, and I think I did draw from that acting stuff without even thinking about it. Like, all of a sudden, I was
You really did.
I was doing stuff that
did.
I was like embodying lessons I had learned, you know,
Yeah,
from acting
you really
class.
do. You really
So it's just
do.
cool if you're a performer. It's good to learn all the different things, right? Just keep expanding. And I guess you were talking about GTL. That was like part of the GTL is the AFA, right? Always forward advancement. And we talked about this on the other episode, but so those are. Right. Yeah. When I came in, I have changed because I have adopted these things, and you had said you noticed some of these, right, and it had influenced you a little bit, like as far as GTL, and we talked about that on other episode, but just kind of like GTL and AFA, so combining those, like just being on point and trying to always level up, you know, and then GTL involves like the cleanliness aspect, the maintenance, the health, the gym, and then the money, and then I slipped into Savage Saver, and then Christian, and all that kind of stuff. Those kind of like little systems. It's interesting because you have seen me since we've been here 3 years. That's probably one of the most changing I've ever had. You know, changing experiences of over time. You know, but with the GTL part, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let me see. I got the clip right here. Let's see what I got going. All right. So this is Point South Prayers, Killmatic featuring Clifton Dukes.
When I do what I do, you could not comprehend what I went through. From a school of dudes with the screws loose. Make a choice like a choice maker. You could take it now, then pay later. I can show you how to avoid the naysayer. Eliminating hoes like a eliminator. I can make it rain like a rainmaker. Got tricks like magic tricks. 2026, teleport the psychedelics. 1984, I was put up in the mix. I ignore a sucker backstab bitch. Walk the flames, oddball after dark. Low-key lit, parallel park the shark. Lot of shit up in the brain, I don't know where to start. Talk to God when I'm drunk at the park.
Yeah, then you jumped in the park, and you get the feeling when it jumps in your heart. I'm the one that be collecting junk. If it's art, number one from the start, I'm the one that was taught. Yeah, I hear a bunch of the talk, but Chromatic making max, that's a bunch of the sauce. And I'm about to eat them up like it's lunch, but of course I'm just trying to roll a blunt, leave them stuffed like a corpse. Yeah, I'm the one that'll pump with the bass in the trunk. I don't really need to push your face from the front. I'ma be the one that have my face in the blunt. You could never stop or just replace with a touch. I'ma give you a little taste of my luck. Face full of dust, imitates, never trust. I'ma put the work in like a brakes on the bus. Real estate's just a plus.
The desire that we have for mastery of nature.
All right, yeah. That's the jam. That's a new jam coming out. And yeah, it came out good, and No One Important did the beat, and he did a few of the beats on the album, and as well as Hades did some beats, my producer, and Hungry Artists. What does it say? Hungry Artists Don't Ever Stop. Yeah, that's what it stands for. And then I think there's some click clack beats, and but anyways, yeah, Dog Fingers coming up in December.
That's what's up.
But yeah, and but yeah, we've been cooped up in this apartment. It's cool because we both have our own sides, you know, and we keep it cool and chill, and we're all on kind of the same game plan. We're both kind of night owls, and we'll be, you know, and we keep it civil. We don't bring any weirdos home. We don't bring any freaks, too many freaks or anything like
crazy
that.
females up in
Yeah, no
here.
crazy females allowed. So we've kept it real civil. Not that we haven't had, you know, ladies and girlfriends and stuff like that come over, and the fellas come through sometimes, and It was kind of a bummer that the whole Corona thing came, right? Because we were supposed to have like the going away summer. We got the pool right by the spot, and you know, but everybody's been dealing with the whole lockdown thing. But what do you think about that? How do you feel about that kind of stuff?
I mean, you know, it sucks. You know, I mean, shit. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, we gotta be in for right now, but I mean, yeah, it definitely sucks to be cooped up. I mean, I told you how I'm feeling. Really, where it's affecting me the most right now is with the females. That's really where I need, you know, I be needing. And don't get me wrong, I didn't have me a few definitely during the Corona situation, but nothing, you know, that really kind of stuck. And it just like, I don't know. I don't like that aspect of it. That just sucks. You know
Yeah, I feel you, because it is like, where's the social like how gay is this, God? You know, it's like, where's the social the social
Like,
mixing? Where's the mixer
thank
at?
you.
You know, where
Like,
do I go
facts,
even just to
facts,
say hi and how you
facts.
doing and meet people?
They got to set up some kind of Corona situation for us to be able to vibe with females and shit like that.
And it's crazy because I'll be so out of the routine of talking to
Thank
pretty
you,
girls that
bruh.
I'll see like I'll just see like sometimes I'll be out in you might see a chick just jogging or next to you in the store, and you kind of you forget what it's like. You're, whoa, oh my god,
Bruh.
just because it's so
Bruh, I'm telling you, man. Like,
so separate now.
Bro, I'm
Everything's
telling you,
separate.
like, yo, you'll see any fucking chick, bro. Like, it just goes to show how the fuck would you be if like it was the end of the world situation and like you didn't see. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody always talks about that apocalypse bullshit.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers can't even handle quarantine. You feel me? You
Yeah,
feel me?
true that,
Like, let's
yeah.
reflect on that. Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna find my apocalypse partner. Y'all motherfuckers can't handle an end of the world
Yeah,
situation.
we can talk to people on the internet,
You know what
and we
I'm
can
saying?
have we
You
can have
feel
people
me?
over.
Could
but
you
yeah,
imagine if like I Am Legend, a situation like you
yeah.
never seen anybody, you seen another female, like, yo, it's an instant fuck situation. Like, how long could y'all sit in the same room where y'all ain't gonna be on top of each other, just naturally, like the
think about
animal instinct, like for
Yeah.
real, like just okay. So just us being quarantined, right? And I've heard this from a lot of dudes. You go out to the grocery store, wherever, you know what I mean? Get a pizza.
Premature
whatever
ejaculate
you
right
do.
there, getting
Yeah, I mean,
just buying tomatoes.
You'll
and
see
you
like a
just
mob,
nut in
and
your
I'm like,
pants.
oh, look at her fucking ass.
Yeah.
Like a chick that you would
Yeah.
never like even be worried about.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, she would fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just quarantine.
You'll see ugly girls across the street, and just kind of you just see them briefly.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Whoa, you know.
Now
like, damn.
imagine an I Am Legend situation where you
Yeah.
like haven't seen somebody for like a year or two
Oh,
or
yeah.
3. You know what I mean? You happen to see a halfway decent female, like, bro, you gonna want to fuck so bad and so instantly.
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting married on the spot.
like for real, like that.
How do I
couldn't
get
even
married? Who marries
imagine.
me?
That would be fucked up. I wouldn't even. I said I don't want to live in no apocalypse world like that.
Yeah.
Take me out. I can't live in that situation. But yeah, nah. Back on this quarantine shit. Nah, I mean, other than like not having female, and then but there's another side to it, right? There's another side to it, right? So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm lonely a little bit, right? But
Yeah.
but there's a whole nother.
Gonna sing a
flip.
song about it.
It's not right. Facts.
it's gonna
But-
get smooth on you.
Right, but it's you know, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
you
true,
could
yeah.
be locked down with a chick that you can't motherfucking stand. You can't get away from.
Oh,
Could you
true.
imagine
Yeah,
that, bro?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, like y'all are stuck in the lease or whatever the case scenario, and you with her all day, that would be nuts.
Well, it
Like,
would be a good learning experience because you'd be like, well, I guess this isn't the one if I can't even hang with
Jesus,
her like
fuck a
this.
learning experience. That's you want to kill yourself experience.
Yeah.
But, so I understand.
That's true.
You feel
That
me?
too,
Like you would
true.
go nuts. So I'm not complaining the situation I'm in. It could be a lot worse.
Oh,
than the
yeah.
one. So and then on the flip side of that, you know me. I'm doing a lot of music and working out. So and then I work too from home. So I mean I have a consistent schedule. So
Yeah, you're blessed, keep
I'm
the
lucky.
work and stuff,
I'm
and
lucky.
then
Don't bother me.
staying with the workout routine. Yeah, he works out on a. You've always, since I've been here, had a good routine with. And if you don't know, Clip, you can't see this is audio, but he's a tall, strapping, fit young man. He's very swole and he's a fit guy, and he's always working out. But yeah, he keeps a routine, and then I'm trying to get a little bit back into it. I've had some problems with my shoulder and stuff, but I went to the gym for the first time yesterday.
Oh, so it was open?
It was open, yeah, but it's a whole thing. You gotta,
I know it is.
Well, you have to apply, or you have to sign,
Yeah,
or you have to
you
set
gotta
up
set
an
a
appointment,
fucking
and there's only a certain amount of people
Fuck
in there.
all that.
Yeah, it's really
That's
lame.
how I thought they were gonna do golds. I was telling my one boy, Rob, the one that you be seeing come over. Yeah, so I told him, I was like, yo, golds, they're probably gonna set up a schedule. Like they're probably only gonna let so many people in. But I mean, luckily it's pretty normal. But yeah, I mean, yeah, man, it's tough out there.
I'm thinking about signing up for Lifetime just for a month or two, just to kind of get into that, just to kind of go do that, you know, have the full sauna. Because I'm used to going to the sauna and the whole thing. I want to like the whole gym experience.
Because I couldn't be able to fuck all that. I ain't trying to set no appointment.
Hey, but GTL, like you said, there's no excuses, right? You keep it moving. And we have a friend that we had to talk to, and he was not working out. He was using the corona as an excuse, right, for not working out. And I'm like, I see Cliff he's in the living room swinging around, he's moving around big old weights. Yeah. And I'm in my room. I've got my, cause I got a shoulder thing, but I'm doing pull-ups and I got the rubber band thing and I'm doing push-ups. And it's like, people work out in jail. You can do it. So that's part of GTL. It's like, no matter what they throw at you, you just kind of, And
then like you were saying, I mean, really it's just, you know, with anything, I mean, it's about the mental aspect of it before you can do anything.
The mindset,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You have to. It's about the inside before you can do anything about the exterior. So, I mean, if you're inside, if you're not centered, if your mind isn't where you need to be mentally, I mean, you know, even if you start doing something, you're not going to finish it. You're not going to complete it because your mind isn't centered. It's not where it needs to be. And he's definitely and that's what I had to, you know, I had to go through myself. I mean, luckily, I was able to incorporate working out with working through my mental issues because, I mean, they have done studies that show that does have a lot to, you know what I'm saying, do with helping out a lot of mental issues, you know, working out and stuff. But it's unfortunate, you know, I mean, the stuff that your friend goes through, but yeah, man.
Yeah, it's about the mindset and the commitment, and the same thing with me because you haven't got to see it because this is older days, but I have overcome bipolar, and I used to be manic depressive and all that kind of stuff, and I've been off of medicine, and I've talked to you about it a little bit, but that was a big thing, just having a routine of working out and getting your body in movement and stuff, because it's like that's just going to make you feel better, and it's going to give you like that grounding kind of aspect. But it is true, you have to have that sort of commitment to it where a mindset of it where you're not even motivated. It's just in you. It's just part of you where like you love doing it. You love the after effects, and that's true GTL. It's like you're committed, right? Your mindset's straight. So yeah, I'm just thankful. I'm like I've adopted that as well because I can't see myself not working out. My grandma is almost 95, and she works out still 3 times a day. She's like super active. She looks great. And so I've seen that as an example of, you know, just GTLing and just getting in there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with my situation, I mean, I'm, you know, thankful. I'm just to the point where I literally have to do it now, you know, like it, you know, I just have to work out.
I don't think I've ever seen you like miss it.
Yeah,
like you kind of hit at least 3 days a week, right?
Yeah, at least. I mean, on the good week, it's gonna be 5 or 6 or sometimes the whole week. But yeah, it's got to be at least 3 to 4 days a week. But yeah, I have to. I can't stop. And then I feel like, once you get to a certain point with me anyway, physically, like I don't want to go in reverse. Like it's to me, I feel like it's easier for me to maintain it than it is for me to like slack off and then try to build it back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, just keep on working.
Yeah, because you were naturally like a skinnier guy, but you should see him now. He's swole. He's like a big swole. Like he straight up looks like what I always say. You should be in Black Panther 2 or something because he looks like just a handsome
Michael B type.
Yeah, I see for real that you'd be competitive with some of those guys if, like you said, you just put in some of that extra.
Exactly.
But like I understand what you're talking about when it hits because you're focused on one thing now. You're gonna ride that out, and then I think it will hit at some point, and the opportunity will collide right at the right point, and then you'll just put what you have to behind it.
Exactly.
I can see you. I've always said that, and everyone in class thought that, you know, in our acting class and the teacher, that you could, you know, do something with it.
Yeah, do something serious with it, and it just like. It's timing and everything. So, for example, like, because I was deciding, I was telling you I was deciding what I was going to do, if I was going to continue to rap or if I was going to do the acting or what I was going to do. And like, just even with like, you had started the acting classes up again, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when the quarantine, the quarantine shit hit, you know what I'm saying? And remember I was telling you, like, I was thinking about trying to squeeze a class in before, we was trying to move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the quarantine thing hit. And it's like, that was even more reason for me to be like, yeah, I just need to be 100% focused on my music.
It made
right
sense.
now.
Yeah.
I mean?
It
Yeah,
did
like,
make sense from different angles.
Yeah, I'm saying exactly. So it's like the way things kind of played out, it just made sense for me to take the road that I did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even away from the acting, but it's definitely something I want to pursue. And I like that's stupid. That's stupid to be like, even if you're not that great at something and you want to do something and like you run into a bump and like it's not that easy or whatever, and like, you don't want to learn it. Like, that shit is so fucking weak and dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's not something you can. Okay, so for example, right? Like when I was young, right? I was like automatically tall, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when I was,
he's just barely taller than me. I remember I was like,
14.
"What? You're taller than me? Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Yeah, no, 6'2". You know what I'm saying?
6'2". See,
And-
I'm 6 feet. Yeah.
And so I was like, 6 foot, 6'1" or whatever at 14. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I mean, of course, everybody's always like, "Do you play ball? Do you play ball?" All right. So when I was young, I wasn't really into basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was more into like football and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I couldn't ball in middle school. I couldn't play basketball at all. I couldn't shoot a layup. I used to like. Yeah, I mean, we would be clowning. I would do it as a joke in gym class. I'd be like, "Yo, watch me shoot a layup." It would be so bad.
And people get like disappointed in you, right?
Yo,
They're like,
they
I
would be
can't.
like-
They like feel bad themselves. Like, I wasn't expect. I want you to be able to do it. I want you to dunk right
especially
now.
this is the 90s. This is like the mid.
Like, why can't you dunk
You know what
for
I mean?
me?
They're like, you can't, like you can't play basketball. Like what the?
It's like making them feel bad.
Yeah, so I'm getting clowned. Like I'm the tallest black kid in my fucking like school, damn near, and I can't shoot a layup. Like that don't even make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like they was clowning me, right? And I didn't care up until that point. You know what I mean? They was like, "Yo, you can't play ball. Like what the hell you supposed to be able to play ball?" So like, and like I said, I wasn't good at ball, bro. I spent a whole, what was it, like 2-3 years, like bro, summers, like I would shoot like one-handed, all that shit, like to the point, like literally after they said that, the very next summer I was good at ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so like I would do shit just to like do it. You know what I mean? Like even if it wasn't like something on the list,
Just
I
to
really
conquer
wanted
it,
to do.
kind
Yeah,
of,
exactly. Like boom. So like, I used to do a lot of extreme shit when I was young, like skateboarding, like, you know what I'm saying, like skating, you know what I'm saying, and snowboarding. Like first time I went snowboarding, like I busted my ass like 1,000,000 times, and I got that shit down in like 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, like so, like shit like that, like I don't mind, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get that shit down. Like it's interesting, like you said, having that challenge like that. You don't want to just be able to float through everything or only pick shit you float through. Like,
and when I was thinking that, it's not that because I know you can do that. I wasn't thinking like that's that it's like you couldn't or something. I was just thinking maybe
what's the mindset or something?
Yeah, because
like that.
I was like, because I know because I was like, man, he's probably like amazing at rapping from the get go, kind of almost, And I was like, not that you can't conquer these little, because I see you take on stuff all the time like that, but yeah, that does make sense. But it is cool to find something that you're bad at and then get better and better and kind of like get like, wow, I really know how to do this now.
But then at the same token, I'm not dumb. Like I'm not gonna put my heart and soul into something like, okay, so for example, so with basketball, right? So I got good enough to where I could play. Like I could make the team. You know what I'm saying? But like nigga, I wasn't finna go pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not about to be out here dribbling, shooting hoops like Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, till I go to sleep. It's not something I was going to go pro at, so I wasn't going to, like, put no crazy blood, sweat, and tears, but, I was going to get nice. But, once again, with rapping, like you said, there was some natural talent, so I knew that was something, like,
you could put even more behind it to see what could really manifest.
I'm like, I'm gonna put like so much behind it, like I'm garbage, and just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's dope. I think it's dope to be naturally talented. Like you see, like Serena Williams and all these other motherfuckers do shit like that. Like to be somewhat naturally talented at something, but you will just work insanely hard at it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my theory is like a kind of almost a dualistic, where you basically think like you, especially as like a rapper, right? Mentality. Like you gotta kind of think like I'm the man, I'm the best, but I'm nothing. I'm like the worst. You kind of have to hold both those in your head at the same time. I think like I'm like nothing, but I'm the illest.
You know what my out? You know what my
That's how I think about
you
it.
know what my outlook on rap is, right? It's dead ass serious. That I've never like stated this like really to too many people, right? So you know how in rap, right? It's like the way you have to look at it is like everybody in rap is like, well, you have to think you're the best. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't think you're the best, blah 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 blah.
You do, yes.
Which I can understand that to some degree because I feel like that. Like I don't feel like I'm the best out of everybody, but I feel like niggas. You know what I'm saying? I know where my skill levels at, right? All right. So the way I feel like with hip hop, right, is like in my mind, it's like there is a best, but then there is no best. I feel like saying that there's a best in rap is all relative. It's like, I feel like it's saying there's a best food. It just depends on your taste buds. You know what I mean? It depends on the fucking time of day. It depends on the, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like, and I feel like rap styles, right? The way I look at rap styles, it's almost on some Wu-Tang shit. I look at rap styles like martial arts, like, you know what I'm saying? Like different karate styles. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Meaning that one particular style may beat another particular style on any given day. You know what I mean? It depends. Yeah. It depends on that person using it. You feel me? So the way I look at rap, right? It's more of a me thing. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a me challenging myself and pushing myself to my own limits to what I can do.
Yeah, and that's why I say holding that in your head, like I'm the best, but I'm horrible at the same time. Like almost that same. That's how I think about it, at least, because that's the way you push yourself, I guess, where you have the confidence, but you also have like the humility, where you're like I'm great, but I'm nothing, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm great, but I'm no better than any average person that's rapping. I guess, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is very subjective, and that's why it's funny when people try to argue all day about, this guy's the best.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's the best. It's like
or this style's the best versus this style. You know what I mean? It's like it's relative, man. Like, and just like you said, that guy's album or what he's going through or mentally or whatever could be different from this year to this year. So,
and it's different from person to person experiencing it, and not only that, it's also different in the time, right? The realm, like what was going on at the time, and that's even in sports, even something you could like look at numbers with. It's like, well, what was the times like, But especially rap, I think.
Like you have people that be like, Tupac is the greatest rapper ever. A lot of people say that, right? And then a lot of the new generation is like,
like, what are you talking about?
He's boring as shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, all of that to me is super. So for me to even in my mind, I guess I can feel what you're saying to a degree. For me to my mind to say, oh, I'm the best, I'm like, it's relative. You know what I mean? So I'm the best for me for the direction I'm trying to go.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I guess from that perspective, yeah. But that's to me, that's how I approach every track. And like, even when I'm working with somebody and I hear that sometimes, like, people will be like, oh, you killed this person on this track, or like, man, you gotta kill, like my one boy was saying that, you gotta kill everybody on every track. Like, I would never try to do that. Like, I don't even think like that, because I feel like those vibes come off. If you approach it with a vibe like, I'm about to kill you, like, that's gonna, I'm like, I just want to make great music. I just want to like.
And if you're working with someone, it should be collaborative. It's like, how do we make the best?
Thank you.
The best like track with. You put what you have, I put what I have, and we come together with one piece. So it's a collaborative kind of artistic effort.
I don't want it to be like Sister Act before Oprah.
I guess that has its place too sometimes, right?
What was her name? What's the
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, I don't want it to be like, okay, so like how they were before Whoopi got there. So like there was like a couple ladies that was like really good at singing, and they were like hella loud.
In Sister Act?
In Sister Act. And then
I love that movie. I haven't seen that in 45 years.
And then there's like ones that couldn't sing that good that were really low. Like that's not doing y'all no good. Y'all gotta meet in the middle. So like even when we work together, like I'm not gonna what purpose is it gonna serve me to jump on there and spit some insane lyrical shit? Like that has nothing to do with the direction we're going in. You know
Or
what
the
I'm saying?
vibe we're trying to feel out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I told my one boy, I'm like, anytime I work with somebody, I'm just trying to match their vibe. If it happens to be more lyrical, you know what I'm saying, then I mean,
Yeah, there's a time and place for like almost a competitive
Yeah,
sort of
there
thing,
is-
and then and that's
exactly.
cool in its own realm. But
Exactly.
that's more like that specific
exactly.
arena at the time or for whatever
Exactly.
that place is.
There's
you know?
even songs that you may work with another rapper with, you know what I'm saying? And it might just be that particular song where you're like, man, I got to go in on this shit. Like, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's even songs where it might be a little competitive like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the nature of the song, though. It's the vibe. It's more of the
Exactly. But
Yeah.
you definitely want to try to just fit that vibe. You know what I'm saying? And you want to create just great music. So I feel like, yeah, I don't even look at it being at like a best or no best. There's either great music or there's trash music. You know what I'm saying? Or there's just the rest of the music in between. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and it's cool that it's subjective because everybody can have their thing, and everybody's got a realm and a lane.
Exactly.
And every artist has someone that they can that they can.
And I don't even want to say. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just saying every artist has like a an audience, you know. So it's cool that they can. And I've always thought some people are like, I got to be the biggest, or I want to reach everybody. It's like you should try to reach whoever is listening to you. You should try to just reach them the best you can, and then your fan base will naturally grow. But it's like, don't worry about everybody else. Like whoever likes you, like just do what you do, and then and treat them well, like with your art, you know, and don't worry about the whole world. Like you put what you can into who's receiving it as well as you can, you know, make it special for them and make it genuine to you, and that will be the best, you know, for everybody.
For you to say, yeah, I see. I don't even think like that. To be like, I want to be the biggest, because it's just like, once again, that's relative. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the biggest rapper, be the biggest, and then like that's not even necessarily good. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
you can see it isn't good, and you can see it though just in the general sense of people with like likes. I gotta have a lot of likes. I want a lot of hits, and it's like that's not always that important. And then I get it as far as measuring success and having this and that, but
I feel like to be the biggest person, right? I feel like that's dumb, because I'm gonna tell you why I feel that's dumb, and I wouldn't even think like that anymore. Because I feel like that is so short lived. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're fucking. What's that one white girl's name?
Azalea Banks.
No. Fuck, man. Nah. Fuck. I don't even know. Like, see, I don't even know her name. She's some little pop singer, white girl, skinny white girl.
Miley Cyrus.
Nah, not Miley. Just keep on naming them.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like she's like been huge.
Is she the biggest one, right?
Forever,
Biggest pop star? Or?
Yeah. I feel like, if you're a pop star, then maybe you could. But I feel like there's no select time on it, right? So you could be big for like a year. You could be big for 6 months. You could be big for 9 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know. And then what happens when you lose it? Like, that's like your whole world. Like, you're never going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't base too much off of that. I feel like if it happens, if you're lucky enough to just happen to hit that niche for that realm and it lasts you 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, 6 months, I mean, I would just enjoy it and ride it. But I wouldn't focus on anything like that.
That's that's what we talk about, systems over goals. So it's like if you find yourself in a Jay-Z spot, that's great. Or a E40 is like that, a forever type of, you know, legend type of guy. Or even a Kanye, right? It's like, that's fine, but that doesn't have to be the necessary goal. You could be an artist that moves with the times, that adapts. You could maybe take it, you know.
And then you always have to be working towards the future. I mean, regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as you don't want to admit it, shit's going to continue to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And you may or may not be the hottest person when that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just always have to work towards the future. You know what I'm saying? You may not be the coolest person in your circle when that happens, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You just have to work towards the future and the perspective that you want to build for yourself in life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whatever that dream or that goal is, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's most important. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's chilling with family or having a lot of money or looking good physically or being together mentally, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I feel like whatever that perspective is, I mean, I feel like that's what's most important once you figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is crazy sometimes when I think of like a Kanye, somebody that just like takes the whole, just always can just, like, I can't see him not being like this kind of huge,
iconic person. That
yeah. So I like those kind of guys too, but that's almost like that's their place, like that's where they're at.
Yeah, but
those
I feel like
iconic guys.
I feel like they can though. You know what I'm saying? They can. I feel like as that's what's the beauty. That's the beauty of it, right? So as big as Kanye is, he can immediately turn into a fucking Andre. You know what I mean? And like disappear for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be on some complete deep artistic shit.
I thought he was gonna come. I was predicting he would come back for June, but he hasn't come back. I'm kind of disappointed.
Think about it.
I thought he was gonna pop back out with an album.
If you think about it in so many ways, Kendrick did it. One of the biggest artists, if not the biggest artist at the top of his career, just pretty much just
vamoosed.
Yeah,
just
for
vanished.
the last 3 years. What, 3 years now? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it can be done. It's just there's nothing wrong with it.
Once you're big enough, you can kind of. I think you can have a little more leeway with that and sort of do what you like. And he because Kendrick could be gone for 5 years and come back with the right product with the right.
Well, I think the beauty of it is especially now, especially with social media, and I think it needs to remain and stay this way. Is there's no limit on it. Who's to say we can't leave for 3 years and come back? You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? Who's to say you can't leave for 5? Who's to say he can't come back and all of a sudden he decides he wants to paint now? You know what I'm saying? Or be some kind of other artist. So I think that kind of flexibility and that kind of mindset is important, and it's important to keep these eccentric people, creative people around for them to do things like that. I think it's interesting that Kendrick decided to take that path, because you don't have to be in a situation like a Lil Wayne where you're fucking rapping for 18, 20 years of your life. I love.
Or you're just burning the wheels out.
Yeah, like I love Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne, but when I look at him, I'm like, my nigga, you are burnt out, my nigga. Like you're so done.
Well, that's why it's cool to see artists kind of expand, like whether it be Jay-Z, or like Cliff's taking a little scooting out the door for a little quick break. But yeah, seeing people like E40 start selling liquor and beer and, doing different things, or Jay-Z is doing this and that, or Kanye's like got church now, and working with clothes and stuff like that. So it's always cool to see people like expand into other realms, or maybe like Andre, one of my favorite group is Outkast. So seeing like Andre move into like art, well, he's always done art, but films, and then into, designing shoes and playing different instruments, and seeing people really switch it up. And it's like you conquered it. Now let's see where else you can go with it. But yeah, let me see. But yeah, so
my bad. I had to just give me some of this watermelon. I forgot I had got watermelon.
Oh, he's got some watermelon. Yeah.
Into the studio, leave it up to a black man to bring some watermelon in the studio. Let me stop.
Yeah.
So good.
I like watermelon too. Yeah.
You want a little piece?
No, I think it's off the diet. I'm doing keto right now.
What's so bad, bro, is on some stereotypical type shit, right?
He loves watermelon.
What's so bad about it
chicken
is
sometimes.
What's so bad about it is I haven't ate watermelon, bro.
Yeah, I've never seen you get it.
Never, bro. I haven't ate.
I was
watermelon
wondering
in
if
like
you were black the other day.
5 years, yeah, 5+. I can't even remember. I know it's been at least 5. I haven't eaten the whole time I've lived in Austin. I've never eaten water, so that's 6-7 years alone. So it's like been a decade since I've eaten.
You know what's funny? I've always thought of like as a stereotype. I was like, man, that's kind of like the best stereotypes. Chicken and watermelon. Those are some nice.
Who doesn't? Yeah. No, I did hear a white person say that. Like it was on some kind of like.
Like how is that bad?
Yeah, it was some kind of meme or something. It was like a little white kid, and they were like, "Who doesn't like fried chicken and watermelon?" And everybody started laughing, like right, like I know that's right. Like
pumpkin spice is weird. I can see you making fun of somebody like, oh yeah, that chick, that basic bitch is getting pumpkin spice in her coffee.
Yeah, like who the hell does not like fried chicken and watermelon?
Yeah, so everybody likes it, and that's why I think it's a weird stereotype to get like offended at. But I'm like,
I love that shit. I've been somewhere like with family or something. Like there's been instances where I've been places and been like, "Ooh, fried chicken," and like my mom or someone will be like, "Don't be like that. Don't be like that." And I'm like, "But I like it." Yeah, I'm like a little kid. I'm like, "Why? I like fried chicken." And they would like laugh at me like, "You gotta chill. You can't be that excited about fried chicken in public."
Yeah, my whole theory to erase all the racial tension right now is to just get some fried chicken and we season it with pumpkin spice. You know, so we come together.
Hell no, you gonna piss off some black people.
Come together with pumpkin spice fried chicken.
You gonna piss off some black people.
The best of both worlds. Yeah, he's going to town on the watermelon.
Good, bro. I haven't ate it in like a decade. Okay, I'm gonna start slurping it.
Yeah, my other black friend, he said that's why I get sunburned or whatever. I don't have watermelon in my skin.
That nigga's tripping. I guess
I don't
so.
have watermelon in my skin or something.
So.
I don't know. But yeah, you've never gotten it before. Yeah,
never. Like
you're kind of like, but right, we have like a real different kind of game plan as far as cooking because you'll eat like the
same
thing.
Shit.
Yeah, this guy's eating the same thing every day.
Baked chicken or
And
fucking salmon and fucking
broccoli.
Well, I switched it up. I'm doing Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts now. Yeah, this guy eats the same
brown rice
dinner. Yeah, and
today I had my pizza though. I tore that shit up.
Yeah, I'm more like culinary douche. Like chef.
He's a culinary.
Yeah,
douche.
I'm more like
that's a perfect way to describe
foodie.
it.
Yeah, foodie type of guy. I'll be making different sauces and stuff, and he just eats simple. And I get jealous sometimes because I'm like, man, that's so cool because he eats healthy. I'm like, I wish I could just eat the basic, simple. And we talked about this on my other episode, but when I talked about, I invented the idea of gross lunch. I got it from Lil Wayne, where Lil Wayne's, I like my lunch gross. I have a whole little episode or a part about it, but because he was talking about the beets, but I was like, oh, that's a good idea to eat your lunch gross, like on purpose, just to be like, just to eat it for sustenance or whatever.
What would you consider a gross lunch?
Oh, well, I've been thinking about it more and more. All right, so I'm thinking, too much salt. We talked about before, like salmon or like tuna salad, but with ketchup and too much salt.
Oh my god!
And
what
then
the fuck? You're not gonna finish that. That's
I'm
nasty.
going to watch. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Would you do that to yourself?
Watch. I'm gonna do it on Monday. I'm gonna show you gross lunch.
Kid.
Yeah, because I'm gonna put it on the internet when I finally start doing it. I'm gonna try to do it once a week. Gross lunch. And my new thing I thought of is just eating chunks of onion, like just eat it like an apple.
Bro, you better fucking not, bro. Yeah. Yo, your breath is gonna fucking be rank for a minute, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be. So that's what I'm thinking. Tuna salad with too much salt and
Text
maybe
me
like.
Before you do that, do not come around me with that motherfucking.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat a whole chunk of like onion, just straight raw onion, like just eat it, and then I think like I'm gonna boil like a chicken, just boil it, no seasoning, and just cook it all the way till it's dead, and just chop it up and eat it, kind of with like, I don't know, something bad. I don't know. It's hard to eat gross because me, I like everything.
It sounds like you got it down pretty good.
But yeah, I know. But me, I like everything, right?
Good. Yeah.
But I thought it was so funny. One time I was eating ice cream, and you were like, "Oh, what kind of ice cream is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's peanut butter." Because I'm so into different foods, and you eat so simply. I was like, "Oh, it's peanut butter ice cream," and you're like, "Oh, what?"
I was like, "You got peanut butter ice cream?"
Yeah, he was surprised that I had peanut butter ice cream. I was like, "Oh my god, if you knew what these white people are eating in Austin, like they're eating like radish ice cream and avocado with basil ice cream."
That's nuts.
Yeah, they're eating like
what the fuck
they're
is
eating
that?
like
a meal.
Yeah, like grass fed butter ice cream with like
what the hell?
Yeah, that's why I was like, he thinks peanut butter ice cream is crazy. Like, wait till you see what these guys are eating, But yeah, man. But man, I gotta take a piss. I think we did a good little episode here. We got
that watermelon was good as fucking shit, bro. Oh
yeah,
man.
you have any? He slammed it. He ate all the watermelon.
Yeah, like literally.
There you go. Yeah, he ate all the watermelon. Do you have any closing thoughts or anything? You want to tell them where they can find you, or you're on the internet?
I'm gonna tell everybody.
I'm gonna take a picture with the watermelon.
Try some watermelon when you get a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Try it out. If you haven't had it, if you're scared to eat it, just give it a taste.
Nah, man. I don't got no fucking closing statements, man. On some rapper type shit. Nah, let me just say, is it still on?
Yeah.
Let me just say, if you want to find me, you know what I'm saying? Clifton Dukes, just fucking type that shit in somewhere, anywhere, it's gonna pop up. A little social media. What was I gonna say? Wherever you listen to music, that should have come up.
Well, that sounds good, man. We're glad you could come on the show, man. Regularity City.
Shit.